Breaking news begins our countdown to 10.
We are on the scene of a fiery crash on Richard Arrington and Caraway Boulevards. Take a look. This is video from the crash in the last half hour. You can see that car, it caught on fire. One person was trapped inside, and we were first told the person had died. We have new information that the teenager is alive and was taken to UAB Hospital. We'll take you live to the scene in just a moment for the very latest.
Another big story people are talking about. He's been labeled as a homegrown terrorist. Daphne, Alabama native Omar Hamami is now on the FBI's 10 most wanted terror list. He's reportedly leading a terror group in Somalia that is linked to Al-Qaeda.
More buzz tonight over Black Friday shopping, or is it Black Thursday now? More retail stores are opening up earlier on Thanksgiving, hoping to start building revenue even earlier. Will it make a big difference to their bottom line? Well, maybe. One thing for sure, it is stirring up some backlash from retail employees who'd rather have the holiday off.
Live in HD, Fox 6 News at 10 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news we're following tonight is a car crash and fire.
Birmingham police say a teenager was trapped inside the car. Fox 6 News reporter Ariel Clay joins us now from the scene. Ariel, what can you tell us? What happened?
Well, right now I am standing on Caraway Boulevard. The street right behind me is Richard Arrington Jr. Boulevard. This is the intersection where that car caught on fire, trapping a 15-year-old. At least that's what rescue crews say. According to a fire chief, battalion chief Hatcher, a father and his two sons were inside of that car, exiting off of Caraway Boulevard, off of the off-ramp. Now, Hatcher says the father turned around to talk to his sons in the back seat. When he turned back around to face forward, he somehow lost his bearings and ran up onto a curb, crashing the car, which then caught on fire. The father and one of the sons, they were able to get out of the car, but that one son, that 15-year-old son, he was trapped in the back seat for some time before fire crews could come and free him. Now, all three men were taken to the hospital, and in the course of this whole incident, a firefighter was also injured. He also was taken to University Hospital. Right now, we do not know the official conditions of any of those men. However, we are going to stay out here on the scene. If we have any more information to bring to you, we will bring it to you as soon as possible. For now, reporting live in downtown Birmingham, I'm Ariel Clay, Fox 6 News, on your side.
Ariel, thank you for the update. New at 10, controversy over plans for one town's new city hall.
Now, Leeds already has plans in place, but a new mayor and a new council are undoing those plans. The old Leeds mayor is raising big questions about what that could cost taxpayers. Fox
6 News reporter Sharia Harris was at a city council meeting tonight. Sharia, is this a case of sour grapes, or does the former mayor have some valid concerns?
Well, Scott, the former mayor says this is about one thing, which is wasting taxpayer dollars. But the newly elected mayor says there are rumors about the council misspending money, and it's simply not true.
Construction was underway on the new Leeds City Hall right next to the police department, but the work has now come to a halt. In a unanimous vote Wednesday night, the city council voted to relocate the site to downtown. Newly elected Mayor David Miller explains why.
Any city planners, I say, will tell you that in a small town, City Hall needs to be in the city center. And we have an ideal site,
which is right here on the same lot of the future new public library on 1st Avenue and 6th Street. Here's the problem, though. The original plans were done under the previous administration, and former Mayor Eric Patterson is upset.
There's just no reason to move it. This thing's ready to be built. I mean, it's ready to go up right now.
Patterson says thousands of dollars worth of extensive prep work on the site has already been done, and that money will be wasted. Miller disagrees.
The only thing that has been done is been done as a part of the fire station contract, so it doesn't really affect what we're doing with City Hall.
Patterson also says the city will have to pay to put this site back the way it was and pay additional costs associated with the new site.
There's going to be engineering costs, architectural costs. There's going to be costs to prep that site. There's going to be costs to environmental costs. There's going to be costs to study and see if it's a suitable site to build on.
Patterson says that'll total at least $1 million in additional taxpayer dollars for a project that was already paid for. Mayor Miller says that's not true.
We can only, within the authority of the contract, modify that contract by 10%. It's an approximately $1.4 million contract, so 10% of that is all that we could legally do without seeking additional authority.
Miller plans to stay within that approximately $130,000 to $140,000 range of extra costs, but Patterson is not convinced.
You're not going to tell me you're going to move all this work for 10%, for $130,000. It's just not possible.
Well, despite Patterson's concerns, the new City Hall project is moving forward. Mayor Miller says the builder, Metro D of Talladega, is okay with the changes. The mayor told me he's meeting with officials with Metro D tomorrow to renegotiate the contract with them. Scott?
Sharia, thank you. An Alabama native is now on the FBI's list of most wanted terrorists. The FBI believes Omar Hamami is in East Africa aiding a terror group. Hamami was born and raised in Daphne in South Alabama. According to the New York Times, he started to research Islamic teachings in high school. The FBI says Hamami is now a leader in the terror group Al-Shabaab. Federal officials say he represents what they call self-radicalizing, which is often aided and fueled by the internet. They say the trend isn't widespread, but big enough to cause concern.
It's an uptick, and the numbers aren't significant, but all it takes is one individual who has self-radicalized and obtained an explosive device to become a danger to our society. So it's not the thousands, it's probably not the hundreds, but it's enough, and all it takes is one violent extremist to cause tremendous harm to our country and to our way of life.
The FBI hopes adding Hamami to the most wanted terrorist list will increase awareness internationally and help locate him. New at 10, police in Gadston are investigating a stabbing. Police say 35-year-old Derek Ransaw was stabbed several times during a fight with his girlfriend. It happened yesterday on Pioneer Street in Gadston. Ransaw is in stable condition in the hospital. His girlfriend is expected to be charged with felony domestic violence tomorrow. Well, a new hiring policy at UAB targets smokers. Starting July 1st, UAB Medicine will no longer hire anyone who uses tobacco products. Potential employees will have to undergo tests to see if they test positive for nicotine. The hiring policy will not carry over to the rest of the UAB campus, though, only to the school's medical buildings.
It's not discriminatory. It's not illegal. It's very legal to do this. It started in 2007 at Cleveland Clinic and has begun to spread around the country.
Well, the new policy will only affect new workers, but current employees who smoke are being encouraged to quit.
Governor Bentley says smarter traffic signals are the fastest and cheapest way to ease congestion on Highway 280. Bentley says he's looked at a lot of options and says the best solution is what's called adaptive traffic signals. The new lights would use real-time data from sensors and computers to decide how long to leave lights green.
I think it's a good idea on paper, but realistically, it's not going to work because no one's going to be able to get out of these little stops.
So what about the elevated toll road plan that Governor Bob Riley was pushing for several years? Governor Bentley calls that too expensive. The next couple of days could be important for Jefferson County and its efforts to get out of bankruptcy. County commissioners will be meeting with some of the county's major creditors to discuss a plan to end bankruptcy. Commission President David Carrington says the discussions will focus on what both sides can live with in settling the county's debt.
Well, new rules for food trucks in Birmingham could be finalized by the end of the year. The City Council has added new details, including limiting food trucks to only 2 hours in one spot, setting licenses at $500 to $800 a year, and requiring trucks to set up at least 230 feet away from an existing restaurant during normal business hours. The council is set to vote on these rules on December 11th. Well, it seems retail stores are opening their doors earlier and earlier this holiday season, all of them hoping to get a jump start on your business. Target is opening its doors at 9 o'clock Thanksgiving night, an hour earlier than they did last year. If you think that's early, Kmart and Sears are opening at 8 o'clock Thanksgiving. While it's all in an effort to get sales up, some shoppers say it's taking away from the holiday.
I just am going to stay at home because we enjoy the day, family,
you know, we have all of our family over to our house.
A financial advisor with UAB says while Black Friday deals are a huge moneymaker for retail chains, opening an hour earlier will not raise those sales by much.
We told you about sovereign citizens at 9. New at 10, how they operate, and you'll hear from officers who have dealt with them. Christy Hutchings' special report is coming up next as you watch Fox 6 WBRC.